Hey everyone, welcome back to our 3 o'clock live chat. I'm Heather, I'm Director of Education here at Luminess. And guys, we are here each and every day for you so you learn more and more about Luminess and what we have to offer, all the exciting stuff we have going on with Lion King, with sales, with anything and everything that we have. So I want to get started and get started to finish the the look. So just to review, we on the 10 o'clock we did how to clean your stylus. So I walked you through all of that. And then the 11 o'clock, we started the foundation. And so I have a concealer on my lid as a base, as kind of the foundation for my eyeshadow. And then of course I used Lion King. But this time, let me put this over here. I did use the Lion King palette. Hey, Christina. Hey, Elba. I did use the Lion King palette. I used these two right there, which were Wisdom and Landscape. And then on top of Landscape, which was the shimmer, I added the Optics Highlight and Strobe, and I added Facet, which is the white one. And so I added that right in there to line. And then to stick with our whole looking at just colors, I used our sculpting palette, and I used the darkest one as my eyeshadow with an angled brush, and it's a softer look. So if you're like, oh, I don't know if I can use the Persuasion eyeliners, which are amazing, or the Temptation eyeliners, you can use an angled brush. And eyeshadow, I didn't wet it, I just went boop, boop, and that was it. Okay, so let's hi, hey Nay, hello, hey Muzi, how are you? Hey Faye, did I say hello? Elba, hope I did. Don't want to miss anybody. All right, so at this point, oh, and the lips, I lined my lips with Dusty Rose lip liner, and then I actually added both lips. So I added this one first, and these are both very matte. So I added this one first, and then, if you can believe it, I have this one on top, but having these together, it just made it a little deeper. And so I have this one just right on top. And then, of course, you can add, because they're matte, and matte tends to be a little drier feeling, I can top that off with the lip balm in that chubby stick. So, you know, there's really an endless possibilities on how you can utilize all this. So let's start with the sculpting palette. And I'm going to go in, and I'm using brush L110. And as you can tell, it is an angled brush. Now, I'm going to be using these two lighter colors here, and I'm going to use them to basically build into my contour. So I just run them through, hit it, tap it off, and I'm going to put that. Oh, I did add blush too. But I added that matte, the matte lip, the nude lip as my blush. So I'm just going right along, right underneath the blush. And then I'll do a little bit of contouring in my hairline, like temple area. And then going a little darker, I'm going to do a little contouring underneath on my chin. Back and forth. And then you can even, let me make sure this is clean though. I'm going to add a little more contouring just to my nose. And then if I need to blend that out a little bit, I can just take the fluffy powder brush and blend that. But even more so, if I needed to blend it even more than that, I could also airbrush over. So if I did get a little heavy-handed with the sculpting, I could correct all of that with airbrushing right over that. I'm now going to take, I have to dig into my bag of tricks. Of course, I'm like, I want to use this, but we've been using it so much. Should I do something else? I'll go ahead and stick with the optics. Although I really want to use that Lion King. And I'm going to take my, I could use that angled brush again, or I'm going to use a little bit harder bristle brush. And I'm going to go into kind of the gold. And do a little bit on my right here on my cheekbones. And then even if I needed to blend, sometimes I just like to, this is a clean brush. I didn't put any powder to it. I just kind of like to smear it around a little bit. I don't know if it's really smearing it around, but I do like to, like my hair's so flat. I do like to kind of, I don't know what you would call it. I mean, I just like to, I guess it's just to double check. You know, I'm always saying, especially with the eyes, no hard lines. And so I feel like being able to do that with a clean brush, I mean, it's with our 2L100, I'm just running it through, and I just feel like it's a way to kind of make sure there's no lines, no demarcation lines, which there shouldn't be. And sometimes, half the time, it's just to make me feel better. Sometimes we do things just for us. All right, so I'm going to put some lashes on. I'm going to take these bad boys out of here. Get my glue. Where's my, here it is. So you can tell that this is where I put my glue. And just to show y'all, this rubs off. Kind of is cool. Hey, Stacy. Thank you, Dawn. I feel like it's so flat though. But the weird thing is, like, I know this sounds weird, but I feel better once I have my lashes on. Isn't that weird? Okay, I just cut myself. That's not good. All right. So now, hey, Leora and Faye. All right. Somehow I cut myself. So now I'm going to add the glue down here to my little compact. Well, pooper scoopers. I'm going to have to leave this wrapped up. So now this is the real challenge. I cut my finger, and now I get to see if I can do lashes with a cut finger. So I have it on my little tweezers, running it through the glue. Putting that one aside, now grabbing the other one and getting this bad boy ready. And when I'm just going, not to get it, not dip it in there too much. Like I don't want it on the lashes. I just want it on the strip. All right. This one's going to go to this eye. And now I'm going to flip it over to the 5x magnification. Making sure this is dry. Any tips on cleaning reusable lashes? So Dawn, you just saw me wipe off that glue. That's the same thing that will happen with the lash. And I'll show you in just a minute. I have some up here that I can show you. I usually clean them right before I put them back on. Let me go up and over. So there, it's stuck right there. See if I can get this on before it starts bleeding again. You get that end that hair clip in there is bothering me. And then this side right there. I'm not going to open all the way. It's still a little wet. So I want to make sure that it dries correctly. Thank you, Karen. It's actually both of the lipsticks combined. So I have that bright red on top of the neutral. I don't know how I just cut myself. I felt it, but I don't know if it was when I was reaching for that glue, if I cut it on something, or I'm not quite sure. You know, I had that issue with my fingers being real dry. And I think now that I have the nails put back on, it's a little drying again. All right. So now I can go here and put. Now this, because this one was already a little more tackier, it stuck a little better. And so there you go. Bam, lashes are on. So put this bad boy up. So yeah, I need to figure out how I cut myself. Oh, thank you, Deborah. You guys are so sweet. I'm gonna make sure this guy's drying. Yeah, hold on one second, because this guy keeps slipping. So that's the other thing that you want to make sure is if I'm already having if I'm already having issues with this guy slipping, I want to make sure to keep pulling him back while it dries. And I can hold him in place. And then the glue is darkening. So that's why, because when it comes out, it's like a gray color. And then when it dries, it's more black. And while you're putting them on as well, if they slip and you get glue up here for some reason, wait till it dries. Just like you saw me roll that glue off, that's how you can clean it up. And I have a hard time with that mascara or anything. If you're putting mascara on and you get it on something, let it dry. It's easier to clean when it's dry. Now that's easier said than done, because a little bit of my OC will kick in and I'm like, no, I have to get it off, And then you end up having to fix more because you're taking off more makeup. And so let it dry before you pick it up. Yes, it's Pounce and Romantic Atmosphere. Hey, Danica. Oh, thank you, Karen. Hey, Kelly, how are you? Thank you for joining us on YouTube. All right, so I have face done. Now, if I wanted to go back and, again, jazz it up a bit, we know that I lined my top with the sculpting palette in that darker color. So if I wanted even to tweak it a little bit more, because I do like adding eyeliner after I do my lashes, I can go in here and I'm adding the brown. So I'm not adding black. I can go a little bit softer. And can you see the difference? This one has the eyeliner. This one does not. Both look fine. I would be perfectly fine with either one of these. But sometimes adding a little bit of eyeliner, and it can be very soft. Or I could even have gone over it again with the sculpting palette eyeliner that I used. You don't have to do these. The Persuasion eyeliners are just so easy to do. But this in an angled brush would be easy to do as well. And there you go. I will be at the conference. I will. I'm doing okay, Kelly. Thank you for asking. I appreciate that. Hey, Tiffany. Of course, Karen, you can come up and chat. I'm going to talk to everybody. I'm going to be there talking to everyone. We're excited that our conference is coming up and to see everybody. So we're very excited about that. All right. Of course. All right, guys. That is it. I really like the eyeliner. I like the eyeliner. But anyway, so how's everybody doing? We have some latecomers. All right. So that is it for our live chats for today. Remember, we are here 10, 11, and 3 every day. Now, this week is a short week. And so tomorrow we'll be here at 10, 11, and 3. Thursday we are closed. And Friday I won't be here, but I might be doing a live chat from my house. So we might just be back on. And so hopefully I'll be able to see you guys then. So now I have the live chat for Luminess Beauty. So make sure 3:30 jump on to the Luminess Beauty Facebook page and we'll do our ta-das. I'm going to be talking about glow and love. Glow versus love and the difference in how to use those. So definitely jump on if you're able to on the Luminess Beauty page at 3:30. And then Beth will come on at 4:30 to do her business part of it on how to create more income, more sales, all that good stuff. So, all right. Oh, good, Kelly. Thank you. Kelly says she loves Luminess. So we love hearing that. That's for sure. Thank you for joining us. Kelly, I hope you come back as well. And I will see you guys tomorrow at 10 or on the Luminess Beauty page at 3:30. See you then.